microprocessor, they have certain formats of writing their instruction. Okay, so we have different types of instructions. Most of the most of our instructions have two components. What are the two components? Can anyone tell me? What are the two components of opcode and operand, right? So opcode tells you what is the operation, and the operand tells you on which particular item that operation has to be performed. Okay, so whenever we want to actually perform any instruction, we have to understand the operation kya hai and what is the opcode. So both the things are very important. Without the operand, there is no use of our opcode, and without the opcode, we cannot understand what the operand is doing. So let's look at what are the different formats that are there for our instruction. So the first type of format, okay, so for every instruction, it depends what is the length of that instruction depending upon the CPU organization. So what kind of a CPU, how many bytes data bus, your address bus, how many bytes are there, depending upon that your instruction size changes. So every processor has its own different size, but mostly all the families of processor have the same type of instructions. Families of processor, when I say, when it is 8051 microcontroller family, all the microcontrollers usually have a similar format. So that kind, so when they are put into families, then their instruction set also becomes common. It is just that the processor is extended to with an additional feature. Okay, so basically our classification here upon of our instruction set is based upon how big my accumulator is, how many registers are there in my organization, and what is there in my stack. Okay, so those are the basic things that are required to understand. So first let's look at zero address instruction format. So when I say zero address instruction format, you can see here in my instruction, everyone can see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so yes, ma'am. Okay, you can see here the zero address instruction format. You can see there is push A, there is push B, there is add. Okay, now you can see for push A you have given some particular suffix. Okay, you have given A there. For push B you have given B, and add you have not given anything. Okay, so now what this means is without any operand, my microprocessor has to understand कि जो पहले दो registers use हुए हैं, those registers have to be used for the addition operation. Okay, so basically whenever there is no address field, okay, there is no address field used, that time we call it a zero address. So there is no address field as such, there is directly the operand only which is there. Okay, so that becomes my zero address format. Is it okay with everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. So then you have your next kind of instruction, which is one address instruction. Now in one address instruction, what happens is you have one operand that is there. So here every instruction will have your operand, and that particular operand is telling that after you perform an operation, you have to put your answer over there. Okay, so it is implied in most cases that whenever it is one address, it means accumulator is one of them. Okay, so in general whenever we have one operand, it means that the operation is done with the accumulator. इसलिए only one operand is done. For example, look at your instruction add B. Everyone look at add B. Is my mouse visible, by the way?
Yes, ma'am. Mouse is
Yes,
visible.
yes, ma'am.
दिख रहा है ना? Okay, so this is my add B instruction. Now this add B instruction which is there, you can see what it is doing here. It is in the accumulator, it is putting the contents after addition operation is performed. So basically my accumulator is becoming my destination, which is actually not mentioned in my instruction. Okay, so this is one address instruction. एक component का address यहाँ पे दिया है, B component, and accumulator component address is not given. Okay, so this is your one address instruction. Then you have two address instruction. Now see in two address instruction, look at the same instruction, add R1 comma B. Okay, so यहाँ पे क्या किया है अभी? What is done here? What is done here? In add R1 comma B, what is done? Your R1 is added with the content of B, and that particular content is put in R1. Okay, So result का भी address यहाँ पे आपको दिया गया है R1, B. Okay, so this is a two address instruction because your destination also is mentioned over here. Okay with all? So you have your opcode, the destination and the source. All your destination and source is there. That's why this is called your zero address instruction. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then you have three address instruction. So now you can see there are three address. मतलब you have two source addresses and one destination. मतलब यहाँ पे अभी add R1, A, B. So what it is doing, it is going to add the contents of A, contents of B and put the result in R1. ठीक है? So this is three address. आपको three address दिए गए हैं destination के and two of your source. Address and one destination. That becomes your three address instruction. Okay, so in general you can be asked to explain the instruction format. So instruction format, you can explain different types of instruction format. Then you'll explain these instruction format with zero address, one address, two address and three address. समझा सबको the types of instruction formats?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
yes,
so it's just that you have to show opcode कितना destination address है, कितना source address है. अपने zero में there is no address at all, just the opcode. In one you have, in one what you have, one address में क्या है, याद है किसी को? One address में क्या है? One address में your accumulator which is there becomes your destination at all times. Okay, two address में क्या होता है? Two address में one will be source address, one will be destination address, and three address में one is your destination address and two source address. ठीक है? Okay. Now what is an instruction set? Instruction set is all the group of commands. ये आपको already हो गया when you all have done instruction set, so I'll not get into this. Instruction set architecture. Instruction set architecture is nothing but the interface between the software and the hardware. So basically, how those instructions जो instruction set में बनाया है, how those instructions are actually working with the hardware, that is your ISA. ISA is just the interacting point between your hardware and software. Okay, so basically if an instruction is performing addition, that instruction add A, B, वो backend में hardware में कैसे addition हो रहा है, that depends on my ISA. Clear what is ISA? So ISA is just the design of how these instruction set software कैसे बनाया गया. Okay, so the length of the instruction set can vary from few bits to many hundreds. Different instructions in some instruction sets have different lengths. So this you can see even in microprocessor. In microprocessor, most of our instructions which are there are 16-bit wide. Okay, but there are a few instructions which also go beyond that. Whenever like we are doing multiplication, if it is if you are doing your 16-bit data multiplication, your results goes beyond that. So that time length of our instruction will change. Now, what are the types of instruction set? Types of instruction set is CISC and RISC. Do you all know about this? So then we can proceed. CISC and RISC आता है सबको? Sorry. CISC and RISC is okay with everyone? No, okay. So CISC processor is basically, CISC instruction set is basically complex instruction set and your RISC is reduced instruction set. Now, what is the meaning of complex instruction set? मतलब इसमें बहुत the instruction which is there, the instructions which are there are large in number. Okay, you have many instructions and those instructions, all the instructions have a microcode behind. What is the meaning of microcode? माइक्रोकोड मतलब add A, B is my instruction, लेकिन वो add A, B कैसे होगा? In the back end there is a microcode, क्योंकि microprocessor will not understand add A, B. उसके पीछे उसका एक छोटा सा microcode रहता है, उसको क्या करना होता है for add A, B. Add A, B के लिए he has to first take the contents of A, then take the contents of B, then put them in my ALU, that is arithmetic logic unit, add them over there, make the result and then give it back to the accumulator. So ये सारी चीजें जो backend में होती है for every instruction, ये सारी चीजें are written in a microcode. Okay, so those are the back-end codes which are actually running whenever we use any one instruction. ठीक है? So for our complex instruction set, every instruction it has a microcode in the backend. Okay. Now our reduced instruction set usually is a hardwired. Hardwired मतलब क्या है? उसका हार्डवेयर रहता है. एडिशन करना है मतलब उसका डिजिटल सर्किट रहेगा. मतलब वो गेट्स रहते हैं ना, and gate or gate. So those type of gates, physical devices are used whenever it is a RISC type of a instruction set. So matlab physical components will be adding the data for you. When I say add a comma b, वो पीछे backend में छोटा microcode run नहीं करेगा. It will be done on a hardware. Okay, so that is your reduced instruction set. So because this is hardwired मतलब physical components are doing the back end job, circuits रहते हैं back end में, that is why you have lesser number of instructions. इसीलिए इसको reduced instruction set बोलते हैं. Okay, because it is doing in the back end the hardware application. So reduced instruction sets are more faster compared to a CISC instruction set. Why it will be so? Why will be CISC slower than RISC?
Because it has multiple more instructions and
Yeah.
it has less.
Exactly. So because a complex instruction set in the backend they are running a small program itself for every instruction. लेकिन reduced instruction set में एक हार्डवेयर सर्किट है, बस हार्डवेयर सर्किट में आपने डेटा दे दिया, आंसर आ जाता है. So it becomes the operation in a RISC becomes much faster than in a CISC. Okay. So this is the difference between your CISC and RISC. This you will find from your the same points what I just mentioned. ये यहाँ पे mention किया गया है. You all can go through this. This will be given by your class teachers to you all, whoever is taking the subject. Now let's look at processor organization. So for any CPU, the organization depends upon how my CPU will understand what it has to do. Okay, so for the processor to understand what it has to do is basically what steps it does to do an operation. कोई भी अगर instruction उसको दिया गया, so what he does to complete that particular instruction will depend upon the processor organization. So basically what he has to do is first instruction उसको fetch करना पड़ता है, that is read the instruction from the memory. Then interpret means decode, मतलब understand that instruction. Then you fetch the data, मतलब मुझे add a comma b करना है. What does that mean? Add a comma b. If I am doing add a comma b means I have to add your a and you have to add b. So that means first I have to read my content of a and b. So if I want to read the content of a and b, that means पहले उसको समझना पड़ेगा. Understanding a comma b becomes decode. उसके बाद it has to read the data. So to read the data means fetching the data. You fetch the data of A, fetch the data of B. After you fetch the data, process the data. Okay, process the data मतलब A and B मिल गया, अभी उसको add करके result बनाना है. So once the result is ready, you give the data to your output. मतलब जहाँ पे भी आपको लिखना है output, that is your write data. So you have to give your data as the output. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so basically this is your 5 stages that are done in any operation. So what are the stages? Come on, repeat it one time. It's on the screen only.
To
First
understand.
it will fetch instruction, interpret, then it will fetch
Interpret
data.
means decode. After it interprets, it will understand. That means उसको समझ में आया. Then it will ask for the data. It will fetch the data. Data मिलने के बाद उसको प्रोसेस करेगा एंड प्रोसेस करने के बाद
आउटपुट देगा.
हाँ, आउटपुट जहाँ पे भी उसको लिखना है, अक्यूमुलेटर में लिखना है या फिर मेमोरी में लिखना है, अकॉर्डिंग टू द इंस्ट्रक्शन इट विल गिव द आउटपुट. ओके, इट विल गिव द आउटपुट.
Yes, ma'am.
Just excuse me, 2 minutes.